Hello everyone. So, first virtual assembly. Now, usually I'd be on the stage, and I love being on that stage with the lectern as well. Brilliant. But unfortunately, fortunately, we've got our screening process starting this week, so can't use the stage at the moment. So I thought we'd try it from the office. Bit different, but we'll see. So January 18th, Sir 2021, I've put there. Now I've done that. We've knighted this year and given it its proper full title, Sir 2021. Rather than 2021 as well, because it just feels like it's going to be a really, really positive, brilliant year. So let's give it its full grandiose, Sir 2021. So looking at our core concepts today, I thought we'd share a little bit about what's been going on here, but also I'd like to share with you how it started off, well, how Sir 2021 started off for me. Now, our time, my family time, has been spent well, pretty much as much outdoor time as possible. Okay, now we're very lucky. We live in a very rural area of Somerset near Wells, so we can just step out of our door and follow the government guidelines, go for some lovely exercise, some lovely walks, some lovely runs, some lovely bike rides. And invariably, we're taking in a huge swathe of the countryside, a huge swathe of the rural area around us. That is like a natural amphitheatre near my house, with little mounds, little seats for gnomes to sort of watch and play in. Very good. What you can't see on the other side of this photo is a whole herd of cows that I didn't realise were there, and turned around and they were all behind me. Very scary, very disconcerting for a vegetarian to see cows looking at you. But again, it's a beautiful place to be in, and getting outside, unfortunately for Katrina, I did say we were going to go through this puddle, and it was a lot deeper than I thought. Getting outside is great for headspace, great for our own health and well-being, and to be part of nature, which is fantastic. That hill was a very fun hill to run down. Also, some very positive news as well, that we're going to be, oh yeah, there's one of those cows. Some really positive news that we're going to be welcoming a new addition to our clan, to the McGrath clan. My brother and his husband have been able to successfully adopt, and they'll be adopting this young man, Joshua, on Friday. He'll be joining the rabble that we call the Kearneys and the McGraths, which is going to be fantastic. A really nice positive thing again for Sir 2021 to start on. Now, we've already talked about our remote learning expectations with yourselves, with parents, but just to reiterate again, if we follow our core concepts, the idea of ambition. Now, if it's follow your timetable, we recognise that if you've got PE at 9, English at 11, you might not necessarily be able to fit them in because of other constraints that are on at home, or people who are face-to-face teaching is a bit easier because you follow that timetable and that pattern. You might have siblings, or you might have parents who are required to use the technology or will use that space to learning. So you follow a timetable. You follow your timetable as much as you can, but most importantly, show the ambition to complete those learning tasks you've been set. All right. You might not be in the classroom if you're not having face-to-face teaching, but you can challenge yourself to use that what we call domain-specific language, that correct language. Don't use filler terms like things, stuff, and meh. Use the correct keywords. Use and challenge those terms so you can improve your oracy and vocabulary. And talk to your parents and your siblings and your family about what you've learned. That's always going to help. Etiquette, well, use the resources properly, complete the task you've been set, and we'll look at Google Meet in a minute. If you've been asked to go on a video call, make sure you are demonstrating positive etiquette. Integrity, the right things to work hard here for you, and it's going to be challenging, and it is a challenging environment, a challenging setting, but we trust you, and we know you're going to be brilliant at it, and you are doing brilliant. And the morals and ethics side of it, well, I think you've just got to show a positive mindset. It's not been easy for anybody really, and for yourselves and for us as members of staff, we feel that we want to do the best for you, even though it's remotely educating, do the best we can for you, because that's the morally the right thing to do. And that might mean sometimes you don't get that feedback straight away. It might mean sometimes that members of staff like myself, and I know huge other members of staff have tried video feedback and tried verbal feedback. It might work, it might not work, but what we're trying to do is for you. Sometimes for us as members of staff, to be honest, sometimes we're teaching with one hand behind our back, remotely educating, because we want you here and we want you in front of us. And at the moment, we can't have that. What we can do is safely set you some real challenging tasks. So you need to engage with them. And take those breaks. Don't be tied to your screen. Yeah, build in those breaks, build in that time that you can move away from it. I know lots of members of staff are setting non-screen based lessons, which is really important as well. And finally, it's about pride. Take pride in that work, because we've taken pride to set it for you, and I know you're going to enjoy it. But accompanying the work we said, you don't forget those practical based lessons, the ones that might require the clay or the lino printing or the food or the technology or the wood or the plastic. You might not, you probably won't get to lay your hands on that material, but the task of being set for the practical subjects are still really important for when you're back face-to-face teaching. So your art, your music, your DT, food and resistant materials, the PE that now have Google Classrooms, and we'll show you that in a minute, and your performing arts, your drama. So if we go onto our little lessons here, you will see a little message, but also down here, Google Classroom codes, and we will recognize that down the bottom, there are now PE classroom codes for year 7 and year 8. So joining that will allow you to get involved with all the wonderful things that PE are doing. So, finally, we want to just share some of your learning achievements here and at home. So, all the things you're achieving at home, all the learning you're doing, you're sharing with us anyway. But if there are things you would like in the newsletter, things you would like celebrating, the successes, the wonderful things you've done, do it. Share with us. We've already got some things coming in as well. It's going to teachers, it's going to the main office, or it can even come to me via this email address, all right? Some lovely pieces of artwork that remember your bedroom as well. Absolutely fabulous, and well done. The ambition for people to send that in and to take the time has been great. So, one last one is about Google Meet. Now, Google Meet is an additional piece of software that we're going to be using in some of our lessons in PSHE and enrichment and tutor time, and maybe at some point during the lesson, we're going to try and have this virtual face-to-face contact. And I'll talk through how we're going to do that in a minute. But the most important thing is when you are virtually face-to-face, whether it's in a group, a class, or just with a member of staff, you need to be dressed appropriately to taking pride in your opinions. You need to demonstrate positive etiquette to everybody who's involved, and our high standards of behaviour are still expected, okay? And we know you always meet those standards, but it's continually meeting those standards. And ensure that the space you're working in is calm and quiet and positive. So Google Meet. Now, invariably what will happen is your teacher will post in your classroom where the link is. So this is test student, and here on the class stream will appear a Google Meet link. And you click that, and it will take you to this screen here, and you will ask to join, and then the teacher will let you in. Okay, your mic will be muted, and then they'll unmute you when they need to do it. Okay, and that's how we're going to try and use Google Meet. We're going to start using it in tutor time. So you log on, say hi, read a book out as per usual. Your tutor might want to relay some messages to you. And in PSHE and enrichment, again, we're going to try and use it as much as possible to get that face-to-face contact. All right? So there you go. Miss you all. Hope to see you really soon. Work hard, think hard, take those regular breaks, and take care.